Today's match features the Wayne State College Wildcats and your Minnesota State University Moorhead Dragons. Before we begin, please turn your attention to the announcer's table for the reading of the NSIC Sportsmanship Creed by Madison Wasink.
The NCAA and the NSIC encourage and promote good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators. We ask that you cheer for your team and be respectful of the opponent. As Division II student athletes, we support a diverse and inclusive environment, and we commit to fair play, responsibility, and respect. We invite you to support our effort. Go Dragons!
Ladies and gentlemen, MSUM is proud to be a yellow ribbon institution, and we invite you to please stand and remove your hats for the presentation of colors by the Vietnam Veterans of America, Chapter 941, Northern Warriors. We ask that you please remain standing in respectful silence following the anthem until the colors have been retired from the floor. Ladies and gentlemen, let us honor America with the playing of our national anthem. Thank you. Let's begin this afternoon by introducing, first of all, the non-starters for the Wildcats. Number 2, Lauren Jacobson. Number 5, Allison Timmermans. Number 8, Hope Carter. Number 9, Morgan Alexander. Number 10, J.C. Weber. Number 11, Mariah Wortman. Number 14, Rachel Walker. Number 16, Maddie Duffy. And number 17, Gabby Sullivan. And now the starters for the Wildcats. Outside hitter, 5'10", sophomore, number 3, Allison Ballinger. Middle hitter, 6'tall", junior, number 4, Taryn Beller. Setter, 5'8", senior, number 6, Megan Gebhardt. Middle hitter, 6'1", sophomore, number 7, J.C. Bramer. Middle blocker, 6'1", sophomore, number 12, Maddie Kenobi. Outside hitter, 5'9", junior, number 15, Katie Stevens. And the libero, 5'5", junior, number 1, Haley Peck. Head coach of the Wildcats is Scott Kneifel, assisted by Kim Depew, John Peterson, and Katie Morris. For your Minnesota State University Moorhead Dragons. Introducing, first of all, the non-starters. Number 1, Becca Kane. Number 3, Addie Culligan. Number 8, Taylor Thorson. Number 9, Madison Wassing. Number 10, Amber Clue. Number 11, Madison Kwan. Number 12, Mackenzie Reeder. Number 13, Gabby DeMoore. Number 16, Elise Bucky. And number 19, Layla Saker. And now your starters for the Dragons. Outside hitter, 5'9" freshman from Moorhead, Minnesota, number 5, Lexi Gilbertson. Middle blocker, 6'1" sophomore from Fargo, North Dakota, number 6, Kylie Conwisher. Outside hitter, 5'11" freshman from Phoenix, Arizona, number 14, Amanda Carlson. Right side hitter, 5'11" sophomore from Brighter Lake, Minnesota, number 15, Lauren Kiewit. Middle blocker, 6'1" junior from Hudson, Wisconsin, number 17, Kaylin Jenkins. At the center, 5'10" freshman from Bismarck, North Dakota, number 18, Caitlin Selensky. And the libero, 5'5" senior from Ada, Minnesota, number 2, Monica Vega. The head coach for the Dragons is Tammy Blake, assisted by Bob Jones and Lauren Tedlock. The officials for this afternoon's match. R1 is Rich Anderson. R2 is Tyler Keel. The line judges, Stephanie Brendan and Autumn Schlater.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome into Nemzek Fieldhouse for today's NSIC volleyball contest between the MSUM Dragons and the Wayne State Wildcats. Hi folks, this is Tanner Robinson alongside Alexis Kennedy. And last night, the Dragons falling again to Augustana, marking their 6th loss in a row, but we did see some improvement last night, didn't we, Lex?
Yes, we saw lots of improvement from the Dragons last night, getting a set win, their first in the 5 matches, getting a little bit under their belt there, but also we're seeing a little bit more of a balanced attack. Again, we've talked about how they're just trying to figure out that setting position, figure out their hitters, and I think we'll see a lot of development again today, but Wayne State, I think, is going to come with a very balanced attack.
And speaking of that Wayne State team, they've had a balanced offensive attack, 4 hitters, averaging over 2 kills per set. So what does spreading the wealth mean to that kind of team?
Well, what we saw, like with Concordia St. Paul, you had 4 girls up in double digit, and it's about being unpredictable. You don't know where the ball is going to come. For Wayne State to have such powerful hitters in 4 different spots for the Dragons, that's going to be hard to block, defend, and counterattack.
See if they actually can counter this offensive attack from Wayne State as we get underway here in set number 1. And Jenkins pushing it over, and Jenkins will get the first kill of the match. Dragons up 1.
A point to put out here too, we talked about that first pass, a little tight, and that's going to be something the Dragons need to clean up if they want to pull out a win.
Now Taylor Thorson back to serve for the Dragons. Side through the blocking wall. That is Katie Stevens, who leads the team in kills. And as part of that offensive attack, 2 outside hitters, 2 middle hitters. A lot of presence around the net as Jenkins with a hard swing once again for the Dragons.
I think another thing to mention here for Wayne State is their second senior, Megan Gebhardt, who's their setter, is there controlling, the only senior on the floor. So she's running that offense, and she's obviously feeding her offense very great balls.
And right there on the left side, there's Alyssa Ballinger. Sophomore outside hitter from Kenny, Iowa. There in the middle there is Kylie Conwisher. Kylie Conwisher getting a point for the Dragons.
I think we're just trying to see, each team is trying to get a feel for the rhythm and the momentum right now. Kind of a little bit of a slower, but I think each team is trying to figure out, the pace that each other is going to run.
And blocking there on the right side, not able to return, Wayne State not able to return that one. Kiewit and Conwisher will get the block on that. We saw a little bit of Comisher mixing offense with defense. Second on the team in kills last night with 9 behind Amanda Carlson's 14. And the kill attempt there from Maddie Kenobi goes wide.
Dragons as well using Becca Kane again at that setter position. I think again just to get a rhythm going offensively. I think Tammy Blake trying to figure out what's going to spark for them.
And Kane hitting that serve a little bit long, just missing the back line. Ball goes over to the Wildcat side. Now Morgan Alexander will serve for the Wildcats. Kane setting it up. Kiewit. Nice dig there from Kaylee Koch. Ballinger, nice dig by Vega, and Carlson just missing the pass there. Tried for a one-handed pass with the right hand and missed the ball. Kiewit right side left side gets blocked. Ballinger blocked on the right side. Right side, that's JC Bramer hitting that one into the net.
I like the idea that Wayne State had there. I just don't think her middle hitter Bramer was ready for the slide behind, but good idea since the momentum was pushed towards that left side to put it to the right side where the Dragons weren't. Right idea, just wasn't executed correctly.
Pass over, there's Ballinger once again. Kane, Carlson from the back end. Nice dig from Carlson, but there to help it over is Ballinger.
We've seen it time and time again too. Dragons kind of struggle with that right side attack. So already seeing Wayne State use their middle doing the slides, that's going to be very beneficial for them tonight.
Ballinger already leading the team in kills in this match. She has 2 so far. And 4 hits call on the Dragons. Vega not able to get that one over. Pass, a little bit long there, but Gilbertson smashes it. A nice kill there from Lexi Gilbertson.
Great swing. She saw the right in between the block there. They didn't quite close it, and Lexi capitalized right through them.
Vega serve. There's Stevens on the left side. Carlson. Helped over by Megan Gebhardt, blocked on the right side, dug up by Kane. Carlson back end again. Back set. And there for the kill is Bramer on the right side.
You know, we haven't really seen Bramer swing so much on that slide, but I think, again, she's trying to get into a rhythm with her setter, Gebhardt, and I wouldn't be surprised if we see a few hard hits on that slide and later in the match.
Haley Koch's serve goes right to Carlson. Carlson just bumps it right back over. Stevens left side, dug up by Kane. Stevens blocked on the right side by Kiewit Jenkins. And there's that Dragon middle once again that we saw a little bit of last night.
Yeah, I think you often hear is Kiewit Jenkins or Kane Reisher and Kiewit. Definitely a good blocking combo at the net for the Dragons.
Vega up to Carlson. Dug out by Koch. Gilbertson back over. Stevens blocked again. This time Jenkins and Selensky in on the block. Kiewit back to serve for the Dragons. turning it over. Net violation called on the Wildcats. Another Dragon point.
That's going to be on Taryn Beller there. I think net is moving ever so slightly. Thing to point out right now, Dragons have the lead. First lead I think we've seen in a while. Generally they kind of get themselves in a hole, so to see the Dragons pull ahead by a few points here, I think they, maybe have like a little fire lit under their butts ready to go and win and produce. So good to see that from the Dragons, and I still won't count Wayne State out. I think they're still just trying to get their offense comfortable and figure out what's working for them.
First lead at least in set 1 in the last few matches. They did lead a little bit last night in set 2 and 3.
Yep, a very strong competition and similar competition. I think if the Dragons bring their A game, I think we'll see the same thing tonight if they can keep with Wayne State. But I believe the Dragons, they have to stay up there and play it the best that they can for them to be successful.
That block once again by Jenkins and Selensky on the right side and in the middle. Dragons with a 3-point lead here out of the timeout, looking to build on that as Lauren Kiewit continues to serve. Through the blocking wall there's Taryn Beller. Off, passing it up. Stevens left side. She'll get the touch on that one as that ball goes off of Selensky and out. And now Megan Gebhardt, the senior setter in for Wayne State. And Kiewit will get called for the lift there, just trying to save that from going into the net. Also trying to avoid the low of the net herself there, trying to avoid a net violation. And Jenkins slips right off the ball. She tried for the kill there, but the right hand slipped off the ball and not able to get enough force behind it. Now Wayne State going on a little run here. They tie this first set up at 10. Gebhardt serve quickly in the net. Stevens cross court. Gilbertson not able to recover, and Stevens will get credit for that one.
Great kill by Stevens. She's been blocked quite a few times on that hard cross court for her to mix it up, do the J-hook, get it off a little bit of an off speed. Great smart choice by Stevens.
Gilbertson passing it up. Back to Gilbertson. She gets blocked. And 4-hit called, net violation on the Dragons, and now Tammy Blake calls timeout.
Yep, I would have to say big momentum shift here, 5-point switcheroo. Wayne State, obviously that last timeout worked for them. Now again to keep it going. We saw there Stevens doing a little bit different. She got blocked twice on a hard cross court, so great for her to adjust and make a different swing, off speed, going different. So very, very smart choice by them, and as well as I think we'll see that from the other hitters. Dragons as well, we kind of see them do this last night. They go back and forth. They let them have a few, go back. So, it's something consistent that they need to figure out that'll work for them. And I just don't think they don't know what that is quite yet.
All of a sudden, the Dragons on the wrong side of the momentum here. We're up by 3, now down by 2.
And just to point out here the attacking percentage. Wayne State hitting .091. Miss Emily .053. You generally want to be up in that 200-300. So, neither team really is, hitting or overpowering each other on the offensive wise.
Who knows? We might see some offensive fireworks from those 4 Wayne State players, or even some of the Dragons here later in the match. But Carlson though for the back end, dug out by Toth. Not able to save it there is Carlson as Taryn Beller gets enough momentum on that swing. And enough speed to get the point. Now Gebhardt back to serve. Carlson will get the kill. Not able to dig that one out as Hope Oh, Carter almost getting there on the dive, but Carlson found the right spot. And now Thorson back to serve. Pass a little long from Carter there. Carter trying to save it. Koff will just send a free ball over. Hewitt setting it up. Jenkins. Carter able to dig it out. Koff another free ball over. Hewitt to Carlson. Carter saves it again. And now Stevens gets it right to Vega. Vega tried to set something up there possibly, but Stevens will get the kill there. Getting through the wall on the right side, put up by Selensky and Jenkins. Vega not able to return that. And nice block on the left side there. That's Ballinger and Beller, excuse me. Nice block there by those two hitters. Part of the four mentioned earlier. And now Carlson getting through the wall. Taryn Beller and Maddie Kenobi trying to block that one. Nice block there on the right side. There's Ballinger. And that one going off of Kiewit. And out. Official on the Dragon side called it out, but R1 called it a touch. Clearly going off of Kiewit's fingertips there. Now the hard swing, dug out. They get the pass. There's Selensky. Another soft swing, dug up by Selensky and Carlson. A nice double pancake there. And now the hard swing comes from Bramer. We've seen a lot of floating from Bramer in the first part of the first set, but now finally dropping a hard swing.
Yeah, great connection there with her and Gebhardt. Like I said earlier, I was expecting that. I think they're just trying to get their timing connection down. Wayne State's doing a great job of giving their setters some good high first balls. They're not short, they're not right at her, so being able to run her offense on like her pace, I think that's really helping Wayne State a lot right now, as well as utilizing all hitters. They're going to the back row, outside, middle, so they're doing, like we've talked about, that well-balanced attack, and I think it's working out pretty well for them. Dragon-wise, I think, again, they're pushing their setters way too much into the net, kind of continuing with that passing theme. The sets are just going in too hard, and it's just not working out.
Yeah, a lot of balls have had to be saved from the front of the net, especially by Lauren Kiewit. She was playing very close to the net, almost getting like net violations at some points.
And the thing too is when you are getting so pushed, you aren't able to get a good set, and you have to send a lot of free balls over, which isn't good because you're just giving the other team a free ball to run their offense. And with Wayne being so balanced, you can't really give him that because, again, you don't know where it's going to come from.
Now the Wayne State Wildcats up 5 points with the ball, serving it over. Taryn Beller will look to keep it going. Starting a little bit too early there, making her run a little bit too early before the whistle. Now the whistle goes.
Sometimes you're just excited to play, especially out of a timeout. You want to get going.
Now a net violation called on Bramer, and the ball will go back over to the Dragon side. Now Becca Kane back to serve. Down is a hard swing from Bramer. Carlson cross court, dug up by Koth. Carlson again, this time with a changeup. Dug out again. They get the pass. Kiewit right side. Conwisher helps it over and finds an open spot in the middle. Dragon Point.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of balls in the middle here, a lot of jousting, a lot of high, tight passes, and I think it's just kind of coming with the nature of the game from both sides.
Nice dig there from Koff. Hewitt passing over Carlson. It's passed by Wayne State back end. Blocked. Blocked again there. And 4 hits called on Wayne State. Maddie Duffy trying to get that one over from the back end. Instead going into the net. Nice set there. Blocked again. Koff over to Ballinger. Vega not able to dig that one out. Ballinger will take the kill for that one. That would be Ballinger's 5th kill of the match so far. Now Morgan Alexander back to serve for the Wildcats. Bramer with a change-up again. Free ball over. Ballinger booms it. What a booming kill there from Ballinger.
I think you have to get a lot of credit to Megan Gebhardt. She's doing such a great job setting up her hitter. She's getting them really good, clean, crisp sets to attack with.
Gebhardt, one of only 2 seniors on this Wildcat squad. So a lot of youth as well on this team, even though they have more juniors, more upperclassmen than Dragons do. But still, some youth there. Ballinger. Vega able to dig that one out. Gilbertson gets blocked on the right side. That's Gebhardt and Bramer. Perfectly executed block by those two.
That was perfect. They were perfectly in sync on that.
Now Ballinger back to serve for the Wildcats. Gilbertson the pass. Gilbertson has had to set a 3 balls. That pass goes close to the net. Stevens. Nice dig from Ballinger. Another change up there from Bramer. And now Bramer goes hard that time. Carlson able to pass it up. Hewitt gets blocked on the left side. That's Stevens and Bramer.
Still another great rally, though, by both teams, both putting it in play and making defensive plays, but ultimately ending with a block. I think we saw a lot of that last night, too. A lot of those long rallies coming from a hard block.
And now Elise Bakke coming in for Kylie Conwisher. Perhaps a change of pace once again for the Dragons. And the kill attempt there, that was Maddie Kenobi. That goes long. Actually, no, that was Stevens. Excuse me. Looked like a 2 there on the jersey, but it was 5.
It's a little scrunched up. Sometimes you can't quite see.
Stevens, dug up by Gilbertson. Nice diving play by Vega to get that one over. Now Stevens left side again, gets blocked. Back to Stevens. Carlson just passes it. Jenkins pushing that one a little bit too long there.
You know, in that you kind of wish Jenkins would maybe go in and, you know, it wasn't quite maybe the connection she was looking for with Kane, but also to swing and not do too much. We're seeing a lot of tipping, and I think tonight it's more timid tipping because you do have a pretty big block by Wayne State up there.
Carlson hits it. Gilbertson able to play it back. Just a free ball sent over to the Wayne State side. There's Feller. Jenkins in the middle. Pass by Alexander. Over to Stevens. She gets another kill. And setting her up on that one again was Gebhardt. Gebhardt Gebhardt and Stevens, a strong bond there in the middle. Firing play from Vega. Pass over to Stevens. Gebhardt once again finding her on that. And Stevens getting back-to-back kills. Wayne State set point.
Yep, kind of nearing the end here of this first set. You can definitely tell Wayne State's getting in a rhythm, getting in a hitting rhythm, especially with Gebhardt to Stevens. It's a great connection that's working really well right now.
Kane passing over to Gilbertson, and Gilbertson will keep the Dragons alive, at least for the time being, in set number 1. Now Lauren Kiewit will try to get the Dragons on a run here late in set number 1. Stevens this time going to change up. Selensky hits that one out, and Wayne State will take set number 1 by a score of 25-18.
Yeah, I think a much better Dragon offense to start the match, and I think, again, towards the end of the set, got into their old ways, kind of started to settle in a little bit too slow, so gotta figure out something to get out of that hole.
Timid as well. So Wildcats take set number 1. We'll be right back in a couple of minutes for set number 2. Welcome back inside Nemsek Fieldhouse. Wildcats taking set number 1, 25-18. Two outside hitters showcasing their talent here. Ballinger and Stevens both with 6 kills in that first set.
There's Stevens right there. She's doing great. Obviously having a great connection with her senior setter, Megan Gebhardt. They're working well tonight, and you can kind of tell that it's just connecting and working with them.
Meanwhile, on the Dragons side, we have three players with 2 kills, Jenkins, Comisher, and Gilbertson. And then Amanda Carlson leading the charge with 1 more kill than them, 3. So a little bit of a more balanced offensive attack for the Dragons, but not as many points scored in that. Kiewit just floating that one over, and she'll get the point there.
Yep, smart move by Kiewit there, kind of just getting them off speed, but as well as you have Lexi Gilbertson, who she's not quite, I would say, developed as like the Wayne State hitters are, you know, like I talked about before, kind of that hard cross court, and we're seeing Stevens as well as Bellinger, you know, they're doing different off-speed roll shots and working for them.
Kiewit just passing it back. Carlson will just send it over. Stevens on the left side. Jenkins down the middle, dug up. Ballinger sends it over. Stevens will send it right to Carlson. Kiewit up to Gilbertson. That one dug up by Ballinger. And Kiewit able to save that one. Selensky pushing it over, dug up there by Ballinger. Stevens sends it, and she'll get it in.
Great play, great defensive play by both teams. They're not letting the ball hit the ground and each running their offense on both sides.
Nice rally there between those two teams, won by the Wildcats.
I think the net helped Stevens a little bit on that one.
See a lot of movement there. Ball going up into the ceiling, hitting it there is Maddie Kenobi.
Sometimes when the ball gets up in the rafters, it's hard because it starts bouncing around. You don't know where it's going to come down and how hard it's going to come down.
We've seen some crazy caroms coming off of the NEMSEC rafters all year long. Ballinger left side, finds the middle. Thorson trying to save it. But Ballinger just getting enough speed and enough direction to get the point there for the Wildcats.
Thorson really close on that pancake, though.
Carlson gets blocked left side. That's Bramer and Kenobi.
You know, I think sometimes we have to remember, too, that half the women out there are only freshmen. They're, you know, not quite as developed as you have the juniors and seniors, and, you know, eventually they'll get into their swings and know what's right, but we kind of have to remember, so they're only freshmen out there, so they haven't quite learned when to exactly mix it up or when's the right time to do it.
A lot of room for improvement for the rest of this year, as well as the years to come. Now Ballinger gets blocked, but out on the right side. Komisher and Selensky trying to keep that in, but just hitting it wide on the block.
Yeah, and kind of going back to the freshmen, you know, Amanda Carlson already being a star for them, as well as Lexi Gilbertson. But again, it's just that development of their swings and, you know, when to do and when to mix it up. And I think eventually when they do get older, they'll be a lot more successful.
Carlson already showing some flashes. She's been the brunt of the offensive attack for the Dragons throughout the year. Almost getting double-digit kills in almost every single game. Ballinger is pushing that one over. Thorson to pass. Kiewit just sets it over. Thorson with a dig. Back up to Carlson. Ballinger just gets the pass. And trying for a quick kill there is Megan Gebhardt. Showing there that she's more of a setter than a hitter on that one.
Yeah, I mean, I like the idea that she had going there, and I think she knew it, but just wasn't quite executed correctly. But I like the idea, and it would have been very, very smart and very confident play.
Tried her with a left hand on that one, too. Ballinger will get the kill as she is able to get through the wall of Kiewit and Komisher. Ballinger, a nice force on the left side. 8 kills on the match for Ballinger. Closest teammate is Katie Stevens. As the serve from Ballinger goes into the net. Gilbertson coming back in for Thorson. Carlson back to serve though. Back set. We'll get it down as Bramer. Another floating shot there from Bramer. And now Haley Kopp going way back, almost into the seats on the north side there for the serve. Kane just dumping that one over. Stevens, dug up by Vega.
Great dig.
And now Kiewit finishes it off. Skill there from Kiewit as she's able to get through Beller and Stevens there on the left side. Now here's Stevens, cross court, dug up by Gilbertson. Kane trying to get out of the net, she does. Stevens, though, sends it back over, and she'll get through Kiewit and Jenkins. Wayne State now gets the point, up 7-6. A very even second set to start off here, Lex.
Even Stevens.
Now Megan Gebhardt back to serve for Wayne State. Kill in the middle there from Kaylin Jenkins.
Great connection there, and that's another person that you need on your team to go is your middle. So to see Jenkins get her fired up a little bit more, I think that'll really help the Dragons. But again, it's hard when your passes aren't on and you don't have the connection with your setter to get the middles going.
Nice push there from Beller. Dragons able to recover. Gilbertson left side gets blocked. Vega passing it over. Selensky will get the kill. Caitlin Selensky getting on the board.
You know, I've talked about it before too, utilizing that right side. The Dragons, with the rotation of their setters, it's not a position that they go to often, but if you have a solid right side to go to, it can work really well for your team.
Nice vertical leap there from Beller, finding that open middle spot there.
Almost looked like a throw, but she must have just kept it on her fingertips.
Kiewit sending, or Gilbertson, sending that over. Nice dive from Vega. Kiewit setting up Carlson, and she smashes it, and she gets the touch. Dragons now take the lead, 9-8. In case you just joined us, Dragons had a lead of 3 in the first set, but then eventually lost it out to Wayne State, giving them set number 1. And another trading of points here as Beller gets another kill. Now Beller back to serve. Goes cross court to Carlson. Nice block there. And that will be called a double hit there on Bramer. She's also trying to dodge the net there as she was trying to set it up to possibly Ballinger there on the left side. There's Ballinger just pushing that one through. Thorson up to Carlson. Dug up. Ballinger. Kiewit over to Carlson. Back to Koch. Carlson getting through the wall again. Set up. Push there from Bramer. Comisher gets it over. Koth able to save that one. And Thorson trying to do the same thing on the dive, but just falling inches short of keeping that one alive. Look at that dig there from Koth. Just full extension, pancake out.
Great play by Wayne State, not giving up on the ball.
Serve clipping the net. Kiewit backs at to Selensky, and she finds an open spot in the middle.
You know, I really wish the Dragons would incorporate Selensky more in the hitting position. You know, a lot of the times her swings are working really well, and we saw a little bit of her last night too. So maybe if the Dragons can start incorporating her swing a little bit more, it might help them out on the offensive end.
She's listed on the roster as a setter right side, but maybe Tammy Blake should experiment with her as an outside hitter, or maybe even a middle hitter.
I think at this point too. Oh.
And point will go to the Dragons there. Conwisher getting credit for the kill.
Gotta say, from up here, it looks like she got it, but obviously our R1 and R2 saw different.
Close call there. Kiewit trying to get over. She gets blocked. Kiewit setting it up. Over to Kane. Carlson gets it cross court. Ballinger gets blocked. Setting it up. Now Kane. Kiewit right side. Nice dig there from Duffy, but it'll land out. Nice effort there from Maddie Duffy, but not able to get it in, and now Scott Kneifel calls timeout for Wayne State.
And here you've seen him talk to his senior setter, Megan Gebhardt. And, you know, obviously he has to have a sort of trust in her and having this conversation with her now because she's out there. She's running it. On the opposite side with the Dragons, you have those three different setters. You have Megan Gebhardt on Wayne State, who's just completely running the show for them. And personally, I think that's what the Dragons need if they want to be successful. They need to have one solid setter that can do it and get connections, because her connections with her hitters are amazing. They're on time, and, you know, it's working. Of course, they're down by 3 right now, but hitting percentage-wise, they've been up there the whole entire time at .15 and MSU .128. First hit hitting 180, so obviously, Gebhardt as a senior is producing for her hitters, and, you know, I think that's something that the Dragons could possibly hopefully do, but of course that's on them to figure it out.
Definitely trying to even it up here. It's very even in the hitting percentages, like you said. Also even in digs, pretty much. 46 for Wayne State, 47 for MSUM, so also good defensive play by both teams.
Yeah, I think we're seeing a lot of back and forth. We're seeing the solid pass set bump, you know, just kind of going through it, and you know, a lot of, you know, lengthy rallies, not as long as last time, but we're definitely seeing a few more points that aren't just bump set spike done. So very, very even defensively wise.
Nice cross-court swing there from Bramer. Malsher getting it through, trying to again. Up to Ballinger. Kane to Kiewit. She gets blocked. Vega able to dig it out though. Now Carlson goes cross court. Ballinger just sending it back. And a free ball sent over by Morgan Alexander. Kane to Conwisher. And she'll get the kill. As not able to dig that one up is Maddie Duffy once again in the back end. Now Becca Kane to serve it. Nice dig there from Duffy. Setting it up, Ballinger. Nice dig from Thorson. Kiewit just sending that one over. Ballinger again trying it. Thorson passing it up. Carlson right to Ballinger again. Gebhardt sending it over with the left hand this time. Carlson all the way to the back end. Throw from Bramer, dug up by Kiewit. Now Ballinger left side. She gets blocked, but Wayne State able to recover again. Duffy sent over, blocked again. Blocked a third time. Vega saves it. Thorson sends it over. And now the rally finally ends as Bramer gets the kill.
Another great long rally. Have to give credit to the Dragon back row with Thorson and Vega. They're doing a great job back there, and, you know, Vega being her senior year, I think Thorson's going to do a great job filling her shoes because they're both just being solid back there for the Dragons.
Both defensive specialists. You you've also talked about as Carlson gets another kill, you've also talked about the possibility of Thorson switching to libero after her junior year.
Yeah, but I always say, sometimes having experience is a little bit better than having a young freshman, but you don't know who's going to come in next year, but I can definitely see Thorson filling in that spot with Vega next year, with Vega gone next year.
Stevens going cross court to Vega. Set up for Kiewit. Nice back set by Kane. And Kiewit able to get another kill.
Again, not being so predictable to go to that outside to use and go to that right side with Kiewit. And, sometimes when Selensky's over there, I think that'll really work well. And obviously, a kill by Kiewit, sending the Dragons a few more points ahead.
Now Wayne State calling yet another timeout. Now down by 5 in set number 2.
Yeah, I'm thinking on their side defensively, they've got to clean up their block and they've got to time it well. The Dragons are doing a little bit better job pushing it to the different spots, so I think for their block to get a few more touches, they're doing a great job in the back row, getting them some good solid passes, but I think defensively at the block they need to step up a little bit and close their block and funnel the Dragons' hits to their defense a little bit better. Also, too, here we have Bob and Tammy talking to their team. You saw the motion of his hand, and same with Tammy Blake here, the roll motion. You're seeing the Dragons do a lot of rolling, a lot of off speeds, and you have to be able to adjust a little bit more, not just go to that hard cross court. So maybe some talk of mixing it up, and you saw his hard cross there, mixing it up, doing a couple different shots rather than the hard cross court.
Earlier we talked about Wayne State spreading the wealth, but MSUM also spreading the wealth here. Matt Carlson has 6 kills, but her teammates include Komisher, Kiewit, Jenkins, and even Selensky have come close to matching that number. And an ace from Carlson, and that'll fire up the team.
It's always good to see him smiling and having fun out there, too, because at the end of the day, it's just a game.
Pass there, 3-ball sent over by Koch. Gilbertson blocked on the right side there by Gebhardt and Bramer. Now Haley Koch back to serve once again. Lining up right near the basketball hoop. Not even taking a run, just taking a standing serve. Stevens, missed hit there by Kane, and Stevens will get the kill. Gilbertson the pass, goes back. Vega, just missing the back line there. Now a timeout called by Tammy Blake.
Yeah, maybe a timeout to ice Haley Koch there on the back line. She's doing a great job, and even though she is all the way back there, she's getting it to where, in her standing float serve, that when the ball starts to drop, it drops right before that back row. So if she were to stand up a little farther, it might go out. So for her to stand so far back, she's, in the way that her serve goes, it's falling short and making it more difficult for the Dragons.
See that power she's had on that back end on the serve, not even taking a run from way back. So she doesn't need much to set off that power.
No, you really don't. And when you have such a great serve like that, and for the Dragons, as we know, that handling that first pass sometimes comes rough to them, and it's not exactly what they're strong at. So, good technical timeout by Tammy Blake, maybe just to ice her and regroup the Dragons, and not let Wayne State come back into this game. They had about a 5-point lead there, and now kind of nearing the end of the second set, they got to push ahead and push forward and not let them creep back in.
Now right out of the timeout, Koch trying to keep the momentum going for the Wildcats. Kane up to Kiewit, hitting that one wide on the right side. Wayne State within 2. Down by as many as 6 in this second set. Looks like a net violation maybe call on Kane.
Yep, on Cage. She stepped over that white line. I know generally if you step on it, you're okay, but she was about a good foot over, and that technically interferes with the play. So, point Wayne State.
Vegas pass going right into the net again. Kane able to play it off the net. Left side, Stevens. That one going wide. So Wayne State only able to capitalize off of 2 points off that timeout.
Still better than the 4 or 5 that they were down. So here we are again back at that 2-point flipperoo.
Parsons pass to Kane. Jenkins dug up by Carter. And now Stevens just hitting that one a little bit wide of the left line. A little close there. Dragons will get that point, up now by 3. Now Vega will look to keep it going. Stevens. Gilbertson trying to dig that one out. Stevens will get credit for the kill. That'll be Stevens' 10th of the match. And a double hit called on Kane. Like just a miss-hit set there on the left side.
You know, and I feel like we say that a lot too. We heard a lot with Kiewit and Kane. We're just seeing not a lot of solid sets coming up, and it's kind of been a theme all year round.
And passing out to Gilbertson. Gilbertson getting through the blocking wall. Nice hard kill there. That's Maddie Kenobi. And a timeout called by the Dragons. There's the pass there from Gebhardt.
You know, it seems a lot of times, like we say, that the Dragons have to push ahead, that they always somehow let the other team come back in. And, you know, you don't know whether that's just their offense not working in their defense or if they kind of get complacent. But, you know, going forward, if they want to get better, this is something that they have to learn to finish games and, you know, push forward and not let the other team back in, because it just kind of seems like a never-ending battle. Like, come in 3 points, come out 3 points, back and forth, get a little bit of lead, come back. So definitely something that's kind of takes a toll, I would say, on the Dragons.
Tammy Blake now talking to her team, looking to find a way to kind of stall their momentum.
Yeah, I definitely say the momentum has switched to the Wayne State side. You know, you see her talking to Lauren here, and, you know, I keep seeing the same motion, and I think that's Tammy and telling them that they need to mix up their shots and not just be so predictable and use the block that's there, you know, use the hands on the other side and be unpredictable.
Wayne State hitting a 151 in this match so far. MSUM with 104. So a little bit of improvement from the first set from MSUM. But still allowing the Wildcats to get back in this as we come out of the timeout tied at 19 here in set number 2. Gebhardt back to serve.
That first one to 6 now.
Gilbertson cross court, dug out by Koff. Stevens pushing it over. Kane up to Kiewit. Just missing the left sideline there, and now the Wildcats have the lead. Now Gebhardt once again looking to keep this going for Wayne State. Kane up to Jenkins, dug up by Gebhardt. Koff up to Stevens, she gets blocked. Early block there from Jenkins. Back set, and into the net, that's Taryn Beller. And the ball goes back over to the Dragon side.
You know, I'm not quite sure if it's a connection thing or if it's just Jenkins being off. I'm just seeing a lot of throwing and tipping from her tonight, a lot of pushing in the corners, not the hard swing that we can sometimes see out of her.
Speaking of hard swings, there's one again from Stevens.
Number 10 on the night.
Actually, I think that might be her 11th. Yes, it will be her 11th on the night. And now a double hit called on Kiewit. She tried to save that one from going into the net.
Yep. Again, you want to be passing around that 10-foot line there, and the Dragons have just been pushing their setters into that net so much tonight, and it's hard for a setter to get a clean set off.
Kiewit setting it up. Jenkins, there's the hard swing attempt there from her, but that time it went out.
Again, too, I think it's a connection thing. I just think it's not, a timing well with your setter.
Now Baki coming in for Jenkins. As Maddie Duffy's back to serve. Carlson passing that one out. Now set point number 2 coming here for the Wildcats. Maddie Duffy back to serve. Top 5 in aces per set in the conference.
She got a good serve.
We wouldn't have anyone better there in the back end as Wayne State takes set number 2, 25-20. And then getting the kill there was Maddie Kenobi there in the middle. So Wayne State up 2-0 in the match. We'll take about a 5-minute break here. Third set coming right up in just a bit.
Get set, go! Make sure you head under the net. Watch your head. Oh, there we go. And the first pop. Adam stays there. Nikki and Ava struggling a little bit. Come on. Here we go, ladies. Hug it out, hug it out. That's 2 for Adam and Cole. Ava and Nikki still on number. Come on. Number 3, Adam and Cole are our winners. Let's give it up for Ava and Nikki and our winners today.
Welcome back into Nemzec Fieldhouse. Wayne State Wildcats up 2-0 over the MSUM Dragons. Attack percentage 152 to 0.79 in favor of Wayne State. So Wayne State having more offensive ability here than the Dragons so far.
And like what we were just talking about too is, you know, you have Wayne State's Megan Gebhardt, who is just controlling and running their offense. And, you know, that's showing statistically wise, but also just rhythm wise. You can tell they're in a rhythm and they're working and they're connecting. And, you know, we talked about it last night too. And the Dragons trying to find that setter. You're rotating in 3 different setters. And, you know, it's hard to connect as a hitter.
Certainly mixes up the lineup and it changes the chemistry. And, yeah, like you said, it doesn't really get you much into a rhythm. As Gilbertson hits that one a little bit long to start off set number 3. Now Gebhardt back to serve for the Wildcats. Zensky back, Jenkins. Gebhardt setting it up. Vega the pass, Jenkins passing it back to Vega. But Vega hitting that one long.
Already a little bit of a rough start here for the Dragons. You know, this is you got a fresh slate here. You got to stop and you got to start strong. And already kind of seeing some wonky volleyball.
Nice dive there from Carlson. Hewitt right side. Koth up to Kenobi. Hewitt back to Gilbertson. Blocked. Carlson trying to keep that one alive, possibly get it over. But it falls on the Dragons side. An early 3-0 advantage here for the Wildcats. Zelensky, Jenkins hitting it down. Stevens sending that one cross court. Now Zelensky dug up by Ballinger. Vega the pass up. Zelensky gets blocked. Vega up to Carlson. Now Koth back up to Kenobi. Hewitt to Carlson. Another long rally here for both these teams. Stevens though. Vega trying to save it. Jenkins helping it as well. But it eventually falls over and Stevens will get the kill. And Tammy Blake will call an early timeout here in set number 3.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to see too because I just don't think the Dragons have the confidence that they usually do sometimes. And I think, you know, coming down already down 2 sets, they kind of get to this third and, you know, maybe just emotionally and physically are both tired. But, you know, it's just hard to see when you don't have a good first pass and the ball's kind of ricocheting all over the place. You know, you're just not playing good, clean, crisp volleyball. You know, Wildcats, you know, I don't think they're throwing too much at the Dragons that they can't handle, but I think it just goes back to the chemistry and the connection and the trustworthiness that is on the Dragon side. You know, when you're playing next to 3 different people sometimes and just even the outside switching, it's hard to get a bond and trust because you're like, are you going to get it? Am I going to get it? So I think that also might be playing a little bit of effect on the Dragon side, just on their confidence.
Wayne State's certainly looking confident as Katie Stevens now has 12 kills on the match. A lot of assists from Gebhardt too.
Yep, and we've said it all night. You know, Gebhardt is running this offense. She is controlling the force and driving them forward. And sometimes you just need a good setter like that.
Gebhardt also making a serve there. Carlson able to pass it up. Gilbertson gets blocked on the right side by Beller and Kenobi. And now a 5-0 run here early in the 3rd set for Wayne State. Zelensky just dumping that one over to Stevens. A nice pass there from Gebhardt all the way across court. And Carlson hitting that one long.
You know, and we see a lot of the Dragon setters, you know, dumping and pushing over, and that's generally because, you know, they're not getting good sets and, you know, maybe they don't quite trust their hitters enough.
Passing it back, Hewitt just setting it over 3-ball. Gebhardt back to Stevens, and another connection on that kill between those two. Nice set once again from Gebhardt. Now Madison Wasink entering the game for Carlson for the first time today.
Yeah, not surprised again by the switch. You know, a lot of switching and flipping out going on with the Dragons.
In case you weren't with us last night, Wasink was instrumental in a comeback win in the second set for the Dragons. So
yep, she
Tammy
did
Blake
go.
looking for more of a performance from her tonight.
Maybe, yep, we saw her go on that service run last night that kind of pushed the Dragons. So, yeah, another switch, maybe just a momentum change, trying to, you know, like, get a spark going.
Now Tammy Blake calling yet another timeout, now down 8-0. So besides the change of pace substitution there, Wasink and Carlson, what else do you think Tammy Blake needs to tell her team to get back in the first
Yeah,
set?
and I don't even know if it's necessarily Tammy Blake telling them. I think the team needs to kind of turn around and figure out what they want to do and, like, you know, want to look like they want to play out there. You know, these first 8 points have kind of just been, blah. It doesn't look like they want to really be out there and want to play. And, you know, maybe that's not true, maybe it is. But at the same time, a lot of times the coaches can't tell you what to do. You within yourself and your players and your team have to figure out what to do, what to fix, and want to be on that floor. So, you know, someone has to step up on the Dragon side, whoever it is, and get them going.
Just looking through the points here in the set, most of them coming off of attack errors by the Dragons. So the offense falling slightly a bit here in the third.
Yeah, and I keep saying it too. It's that setter connection. You don't know where the ball's coming off, and you have 3 different setters. It's hard to get chemistry going.
Timeout, Gebhardt serving it over, Gilbertson. Nice dig from Gebhardt. Vega passing it up, Gilbertson again, just pushing that one over. Beller to Wasink. Free ball sent over by Gilbertson. Gebhardt up to Stevens again, left side, dug up by Wasink. Kiewit keeps it alive, Wasink hits it over. Gebhardt up to Beller, she gets the floater. Wasink for the back end, back to Ballinger. And just pushing that one over, finding an open spot in the middle, was Beller in the middle.
You know, and it's hard to see too with the defense. I mean, you're seeing girls standing straight up, not ready to play and to move and to go. So just for example, Lexi Gilbertson, those short ones on the 10-foot line, generally your outside has to come and run through those, and defense is standing straight up. So, you know, it's little things, but.
And finally, the Dragons able to get on the board off the hard swing from Jenkins.
Yep. And we said it earlier, just to see that hard swing and not her tipping and throwing the ball, that's what she has to do. And, you know, maybe being down by almost 10 points was like, okay, maybe I need to do something here now.
What you made throughout the season, a lot of varying speed needs to happen here as well from the Dragons. Jenkins, as you said, floating most of her shots today, but now occasionally getting hard swings out.
Yeah, and, you know, there's games that we've seen Jenkins just swinging really hard, and, you know, I keep alluding back to it, but going back to that connection with the setter, I just don't believe it's there for the Dragons, and that's hard to get a good solid swing when you don't have, you know, a good solid set.
There was a solid set there from Kiewit, but Carlson able to hit it wide. Let's take a look at it again. Carlson just missing that left sideline. Now Jenkins in the middle once again. Hard swing. Jenkins trying to pass it up, and Wayne State getting another point. That time from Ballinger. Also notice on the right side, Layla Zaker is in for the Dragons.
And we've seen that move before. Maybe, again, just some momentum and different set of pace for a swing.
Nice hard swing, nice dig from Vega off the Bramer kill attempt. Back set, there is Kenobi. Kiewit up to Carlson, and Carlson hitting another one wide.
I do have to say the Dragons do rely heavily on Monica Vega, and she does a great job keeping them in a lot of points that they could be easily out on.
Now a 13-2 lead here in set number 3 for Wayne State. Allison's kill gets dug up. Ballinger. Back to Carlson now. Ballinger passes it up. And Bramer able to find that open spot in the middle. Vega not able to get there in time.
You know, and that's a clear point right there where there was no trust in teammates. They all just stood there, just wait, all just looking at everyone else to go get it. So again, that trustworthiness, chemistry, you know, really coming to bite the Dragons.
Vega. Bramer with a hard swing. Kiewit not able to return it. Now Wassink back in for Carlson. As now Bramer is back, or no, it's Beller back to serve. Kiewit pass up to Commercial, she gets blocked. Wassink saves it. Carlson just has a free ball over. Gebhardt to Ballinger. She's able to get through the wall on the right side. Commercial and Saker trying to block. Now Baki coming in for Conwisher.
You know, and I think the subs here kind of is just a rolling over and dying type of thing. So just trying to get people in to get some experience. Kind of already given up.
Kiewit trying to dump there, so it'll be dug out by Wayne State. Kiewit now setting up Baki. Nice dig there from Gebhardt. Kiewit over to Wassink. Gets blocked. Dragons trying to save it, but Wassink not able to keep it alive. And Wayne State just dominating here in set number 3. Dragons with virtually no answer to the Wayne State offense. Wassink hitting it a little bit there. Wassink, though, getting it over. Gebhardt setting up Ballinger, and a cross-court hard swing. Not able to be returned by Vega. Ballinger looking a little surprised she got that in.
Yeah, that was a hard swing. And you know, if Monica Vega can't come up with it, it's a good swing.
Wassink left side gets blocked by Bramer and Kenobi. So not only great offense for the Wildcats here in set 3, but also great defense. Carlson with a nice dig. Thorson able to get it over. Gebhardt setting up Ballinger left side. Kiewit, Carlson. Finally on the hard swing cross court. Carlson gets a point for the Dragons. And now Becca Kane trying to find some sort of answer, and she serves it right into the net. Not a mistake the Dragons want to be making if they want to get back in this.
No, and maybe that point right there kind of maybe summarizes how the Dragons feel this last set here. I'm all for miracles, but this one I'm not quite sure.
Now, Baki getting her first kill of the match.
And you know, if anything, you know, getting these freshman experience, Baki, we've seen a little bit of her, so looking to see her connect with Kane, you know, just getting some swings in, some reps. Always a positive.
Just looking for any sort of confidence booster late in this match here. And Bramer getting another kill for Wayne State. That'll be her 8th of the match. Now J.C. Weber making her first appearance.
Yep.
setting up. Gilbertson cross court. Now Stevens, left side. Kane setting up. Kiewit. Nice pass there from Alexander. And now Weber getting it over. Vega up to Kiewit. Not able to be dug out by Weber, and Kiewit will get the kill. Now Vega will serve. Weber the pass up to Gebhardt. Weber from the back. Carlson digs it out. Kane back over to Kiewit. And that one blocked out. Trying to block it there on the left side was Gebhardt and Bramer. Gebhardt to Stevens, cross court. Gilbertson digs it. Kane to Carlson. Back set. Bramer, nice swing there. The Dragons able to recover. Here's Carlson now on the back end. That one gets passed up. Now Bramer with a hard swing, and she knocks Vega down with that one.
You can just see the confidence boosting from Wayne State and all their players. They're running clean, crisp passes and sets and swings, so working really well. Here getting Wortman and the other senior getting her some action for Wayne State.
And this time, winding up way back there, came back to bite Haley Koth, and she serves that one into the net. Now Lauren Kiewit looking to get some points on the board for the Dragons. Gebhardt back set. And the kill attempt from Mariah Wortman goes wide.
Mariah has a pretty big brace on her knee there. Maybe that's why she was sidelined senior year, maybe coming back from an injury.
Gebhardt just stuffing that one over. Kiewit to Gilbertson, and she's able to get the kill all the way to the back end. Pass from Weber, and the joust between Gebhardt, Jenkins, and Gilbertson is won by the Dragons.
You know, I love to see the Dragons that, you know, they're not giving up and they're still just playing as if it was a tie game. So good to see that. And hope they just make some improvements.
Stevens cross-court swing, not able to be returned by Gilbertson. Gilbertson not getting enough height on that pass. That one just falling right on the net and onto the Dragon side of the court. And now Gebhardt back to serve for the Wildcats. Up 23-10 in set number 3. Kiewit up to Jenkins. Nice pass from Weber. Stevens, cross court. Gilbertson able to pass it up. Carlson just hitting that one from the back.
Ooh.
And a nice left-handed swing there from Allison Timmermans.
I like seeing a lefty come in.
Especially on the right side.
Yeah. Where's she been? That must be their secret weapon over there.
Sophomore right side from Orange City, Iowa. 6'1" frame. Tied for the tallest player on the team along with Maddie Kenobi. Now Wayne State has match point here. But it won't be delayed for at least a little bit here. Jenkins getting another kill. Now Taylor Thorson trying to keep this match alive here for the Dragons. Set, blocked. Kiewit up to Jenkins once again, caught. And it'll be called a lift on Wayne State.
Yeah, Scott Kneifel, quite a few subs here. Must be confident.
set there. Cross court, Vega getting the touch. That was Gabby Sullivan, and she finishes the match 25-12. 3-0 win here for Wayne State. A dominating offensive performance in set number 3, bringing the Wildcats the win. All right, and with that, Wayne State, off of this win, will go back home against UMary and Minot State. So a couple of good matchups there between those two teams.
That's going to be a road trip for Minot and Mary.
All the way to Nebraska for them. Meanwhile, the Dragons going on the road for their next 2 matches. Southwest Minnesota State next Friday, and then Sioux Falls next Saturday, and then they come back home against St. Cloud State and Minnesota Duluth. By the way, the Duluth game will be on WDAY Extra, so some TV exposure coming for the volleyball team.
For sure, it's going to be a tough match between both St. Cloud and Minnesota Duluth, so you know, Southwest Minnesota State's going to be a rough one too, so hope the Dragons can, you know, start practicing this week and regroup and refocus.
All right, with that, we will end our broadcast here. Wayne State taking this match in 3 sets. For Alexis Kennedy, I'm Tanner Robinson saying so long and have a great rest of your night.